Welcome to the Deep Dive. So today we're getting into a story that, honestly, it kind of challenges our basic ideas about success, about what ambition even means. I mean, imagine dedicating your entire life to something, becoming the absolute best, the world champion, undisputed.
Right at the very top.
And then, right then, at your peak, you choose to walk away.
Not because you lost, not pushed out.
No, just because you decided it was time.
And that's Magnus Carlsen, isn't it? The world chess champion for so long.
Exactly. That's what he did in 2022.
Yeah.
Stepped away from defending his classical world title.
Which is the big one. The longest format, the most prestigious, the ultimate test, really.
It is, and the decision was, well, it was pretty shocking. It really makes you stop and think.
It really does. And what's so fascinating about it for me is how it just flies in the face of how we usually think about success, you know?
Right. We celebrate holding on, clinging to the top.
Exactly. So this isn't just about chess. It says so much about the incredible drive, the pressure. My God, the pressure.
Must be immense.
And just the personal courage it takes to be right there at the absolute pinnacle of anything, really.
Yeah.
It kind of forces you to ask, what does it actually mean to master something? Is it just the game, or is it mastering your own path, your own destiny?
That's such a great question. And it leads us straight into what we want to do in this deep dive.
Okay.
We're going to explore Magnus Carlsen's journey. It's incredible. From, well, pretty humble beginnings in Norway.
Which isn't exactly known as a chess powerhouse, is it?
Not at all. Fjords, skiing, sure.
Yeah.
But not typically grandmasters. And yet he went from there to becoming this global icon who literally reshaped how chess is played.
So we want to understand the how, but maybe more importantly, the why.
Precisely. Why did he make the choices he did? Because I think his story has these really universal lessons in it about, defiance, genius, doubt even.
And that sheer willpower it takes for, real self-mastery.
Exactly. So let's start at the beginning. He was born in Tønsberg, Norway in 1990.
Way off the beaten path for elite chess, as you said.
Right. No established chess culture, like in Russia, for example.
Yeah.
More focus on outdoor stuff. But somehow, this kid finds a chessboard.
And sees a whole world in it, not just a game.
Yeah, an entire intricate world just waiting.
And it just shows, doesn't it? Genius can pop up anywhere. Unexpected places.
Totally.
And our sources say, from a really young age, it wasn't just talent, it was almost an obsession, a relentless curiosity. Like at 5, he wasn't just learning chess rules, he was memorizing whole books of openings, and all the flags of the world, apparently.
Wow, 5 years old.
Yeah. His dad mentioned he'd spend hours building these complex Lego things, then take them apart and rebuild them differently, more complex each time.
So not just playing, it was a mind constantly looking for patterns.
Exactly. A mind that saw things others didn't. And you have to wonder, was that the start of the genius, or maybe the burden of it already forming?
That pressure must build early. Now, what really stands out is how fast he rose. I mean, meteoric is the only word.
Oh, absolutely.
By 13, he basically detonated onto the world scene, became a grandmaster.
Youngest ever in Norway. One of the youngest anywhere, ever.
And the papers immediately slapped that label on him. The Mozart of chess.
Can you imagine? 13 years old? Being compared not just to other players, but to Mozart. To the very idea of genius.
The weight of that.
Yeah.
Did that early pressure shape how he played? That sort of defiant style he developed? Or was that just innate?
That's a really interesting point, because he didn't crumble, did he?
No.
He seemed to just absorb that pressure and use it, turn it into fuel. His teenage years weren't about learning, they were about battling against the world's best, as an equal, pretty much.
Incredible.
And by 19, boom, world number 1.
19.
And his approach was already raising eyebrows, unorthodox, people called it. He kind of dismissed all that traditional, super deep opening prep.
Where players memorize thousands of moves.
Exactly, all those complex lines. He shifted the focus. He wanted the fight to happen in the middle game, the end game, where intuition, tactics, just sheer stamina mattered more.
So less about memory, more about creativity and endurance.
Right. And the purists, the critics, they muttered about it, said he disrespected chess, because he wasn't always looking for the quick, elegant win.
He just grind people down.
Yeah, long, exhausting games. But Magnus seemed to get it early on. Sometimes mastery means breaking the rules, or at least rewriting them.
And that unconventional playbook, that willingness to just change the terms of engagement, that took him right to the top, didn't it?
Straight to the World Championship. 2013, he's just 22.
Facing Viswanathan Anand. Vishy. I legend.
Oh yeah, 4-time champ going in, a titan of the game.
The sources describe it as more than just a match. It was like a clash of eras.
Definitely. Annon represented that older school, precision, computer-aided prep, deep knowledge.
Whereas Magnus was,
Well,
what, raw intuition, youthful grit.
all of that, and this relentless will, just refusing to lose, willing to outlast anyone.
It really highlights what made him unique, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The whole chess world watched as this young Norwegian just sort of dismantled Anand with this confidence that, yeah, maybe bordered on arrogance sometimes.
He wasn't afraid of those long grinds.
Not at all. He'd play these seemingly equal endgames for hours, just patiently applying pressure, looking for the tiniest crack, maybe psychological fatigue in his opponent. Almost inhuman, it felt.
That's wow.
So when he won that match, he wasn't just the champion, he was the youngest world champ of the century. But, you know, winning is one thing.
Defending is another. That's where legends are truly forged, right?
Exactly. And defend he did. The next few years, he faced down challenger after challenger, Sergei Karjakin in 2016.
Fabiano Caruana in 2018. That one was tough.
Very. All draws in the classical portion. And then Ian Nepomniachtchi in 2021. These weren't just matches. The sources call them wars of nerves.
Weeks long, intense pressure, one slip.
And years of work could just vanish. Gone.
That Karjakin match in 2016, that one really stands out.
It does, because Magnus actually looked vulnerable. He trailed Karjakin.
Doubts started creeping in, didn't they? People wondered if he was cracking.
Yeah, he looked visibly frustrated, searching for something. It really makes you think, what happens when the king seems, you know, shaken and everyone's watching?
So what did he do?
His response was just incredible. In the rapid tiebreakers, the faster games to decide it, he unleashed this move, so bold, so creative. Commentators called it poetry on the board. Just pure mental strength under the highest pressure.
Wow. Silenced the doubters right there.
Secured his throne again. It showed this amazing ability to find a way, even when things look really bleak.
But like the sources point out, wearing the crown isn't easy. Success brought fame. Massive fame.
And fame brought shadows, didn't it?
Yeah. He became a global celebrity. Magazine covers, modeling deals, ads.
Not just a chess player anymore. A recognizable face way beyond the chess world.
Right.
And then come the criticisms, the controversies, which honestly he sometimes seemed to court a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, accusations of arrogance, blunt interviews, showing frustration with journalists or even opponents sometimes.
Okay.
Then there was the argument he was killing chess. Not by losing, but by deliberately drawing out games, grinding opponents down psychologically instead of going for, you know, beautiful quick wins.
That pragmatic style again, annoying the purists.
Exactly. Plus disputes with organizers over formats, prize money. And later, those cheating accusations he himself kind of ignited by withdrawing from tournaments, making cryptic statements.
So definitely willing to shake things up, challenge the establishment.
No question. Controversy often follows when you stand that tall, when you dare to question the norms.
But his impact wasn't just on the board, was it? One of the biggest things he did, especially for people like us, maybe not deep chess followers, was how he dragged chess into the modern age. Onto Twitch, onto apps, social media.
Oh, absolutely. That was huge.
Millions downloaded his Play Magnus app. People who'd never played chess seriously were suddenly trying to beat a digital Magnus.
He became this bridge, didn't he, between centuries of dusty tradition and the digital world. He made chess cool.
He really did.
And that's revolutionary.
Yeah.
Chess wasn't just for intense grandmasters in quiet rooms anymore. It became this global thing. Kids got into it, gamers.
Especially with the Queen's Gambit hitting Netflix around then, too. Perfect timing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Magnus wasn't some relic. He was proof that chess was alive, kicking, totally contemporary. And in a world getting obsessed with AI and algorithms, he reminded us that human creativity, human intuition, it still matters immensely. Even when machines can calculate billions of moves, that human spark, it's still vital.
That's a really powerful message for today, actually, for all of us.
Yeah, the power of the human spirit, maybe.
What really resonates with me, though, and what makes his story more than just about winning, it's the vulnerability. Our sources show he's actually talked about it, about burnout, the crushing weight of always being expected to win.
Feeling the joy slip away, becoming an obligation.
Exactly. And I think, many of us can relate to that in our own lives, that feeling when passion gets overshadowed by expectation.
And that just brings us right back full circle to that huge decision in 2022.
Yeah. When he chose not to defend the classical title.
The world gasped, didn't it? Some people felt betrayed. Others said he was scared running from the next challenger.
But you have to ask, right, was it cowardice or was it actually courage?
That's the question. Our sources suggest that maybe, for the first time, Magnus was saying loud and clear, life isn't just about titles. It's not just external stuff.
It's about protecting the passion, the thing that got you there in the first place.
Exactly. In a world that worships winning above almost everything else, he dared to ask, what's success worth if you lose yourself? What do you think? Was that the ultimate act of self-mastery?
I think it might have been, yeah. That 2022 decision feels like the culmination, an act of real courage, like you said, protecting his passion, defining success on his own terms, not just doing what everyone expected him to do.
Refusing to let the expectations maybe crush the joy out of it.
It's incredibly inspiring, really. Mastering the game, yes, but also mastering his own destiny.
So, for you listening, here's something provocative from the sources to think about. Where is your chessboard? What's your battle?
Yeah.
And when the world tells you, these are the rules, play by them, will you dare to rewrite them?
It's a powerful question. And the final thought, the ultimate takeaway from our sources today is this. It's really human. You don't have to be a chess grandmaster to be the grandmaster of your own destiny. The key, they suggest, is to believe that even in your own silence, maybe especially there, a storm is waiting to be born.